nostalgia candy. I found this on Amazon, and it's supposed to be all kinds of old-fashioned candies and things. I have not opened it yet. It's all sealed up. It's from the Vintage Candy Company. Nostalgia candy. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the shrink wrap, and we're just going to do these kind of like the Goodwill jewelry bags, where we will just start going through and looking at the candy one piece at a time. Okay, I've removed the plastic, the shrink wrap that was over it, and there was a paper band that goes over the top. I have removed that. So, kind of like with the Goodwill jewelry bags, I'm just going to slide the box over there, and then we will just remove items from the box one at a time. And take a look. We probably will not get through this whole box today. So like the Goodwill jewelry bags, we will do this in at least a couple of videos, because it's just, this box is, I bet it's 6 pounds. It's very heavy. I'm going to go ahead and lift the lid on this box. Oh, I see goodies. Now, I am not going to be sampling any of this candy tonight for 2 reasons. Number one, not everybody likes the sound of eating, and in this video we're just going to focus on looking at the different candies in here. And number two, I just brushed my teeth, and I don't want any candy right after brushing my teeth. So what do we have here? We have a brochure from the Vintage Candy Company, and they had a bunch of different types of collections of candies on Amazon. This is the Nostalgia collection. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, I had no idea they have all these. Good gracious. Now, I'm not like being compensated by this company. I paid for this box. I will tell you, this box was about $50. Gosh, they have a Valentine's Day box, a Christmas, Halloween, Happy Birthday retro, sour candy. Oh my gosh, they have a box that's just sour candy. Get well soon. Thank you. Mother's Day. They have a box that's 1990s retro candy, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s. I wonder what the 40s retro candy, well, I mean, it shows you right here what you get. Well, if you like this box, maybe I can get some more ginger hard candy. It doesn't have a brand name on it though. That's actually cool. I don't know that I've ever seen just a single little ginger hard candy like this with no name on it. So that's our first piece. And I don't think these candies are from any particular time period. I guess they're just candies that would be nostalgic for anyone. Oh wow, look at this. Double bubble irritating to me. My brother would just pour these in his drink, which I thought was gross. I didn't want to pour it in like a Pepsi or something. Then it gets all fizzy. So I was not a huge Pixie Stix person, but it's actually cool to see that I got some kind of orange and cherry, and I think this is like raspberry or something. All the goodies, oh my goodness, and it looks like Walter White paid us a visit too. Look at this. We have our blue meth on a stick. It's actually rock candy, and I think it's flavored. Look at those beautiful crystals. Oh my goodness, rock candy, and it's on a wooden stick. Yet sometimes you can find these, and they're enormous. They're like great big. Whoa, rock candy. My gosh, there is so much in this box, and every piece is different. Like there's so many different things. What is this? Abba Zappa. I have to admit, I am not familiar with this one. Annabelle's Abba Zappa. It's a chewy taffy with a peanut butter center. It looks like a checker cab. It makes me think of a yellow cab. I have never heard of this. I wonder if it's like Mary Jane's, you know, everybody either loves them or hates them. The little candies, you see them a lot at Halloween. And they come in this wrap, wax paper, and sometimes it's orange and sometimes the wax paper is black, but it's a chewy thing with the peanut butter in the middle. I bet it's like that. Now personally, I like Mary Jane's, the little things with the peanut butter stuff in them. I love them. I think they're really good, but some people don't like them. I think they're good, but they take so long to chew that I can only eat a few of them. And somebody's grandma got into this thing. Look at these. And I don't mean anything by that. It's just that for me, whenever I see these little strawberry candies, I think of grandma. My grandma. She always had a couple of these in the bottom of her pocketbook. And she would also have either double mint gum or spearmint, Wrigley's spearmint gum in her purse. Always, didn't matter. She always had those things in there. But these are little hard candies that are strawberry flavored, and inside you have like this, it's like a gel, this strawberry flavored gel stuff. And yeah, you can actually buy these. I've seen them in Dollar Tree and Walmart and stuff, but for years I had no idea where these came from. Like, I think they just materialize in my grandma's purse because I never see them in a store. But it was funny. I saw them in like Dollar Tree one day, and I just busted out laughing. I said, "Oh, okay. At least now I know one place you can get those other than at the bottom of my grandmother's purse." Okay, this is another one that I'm not familiar with. Zotz, Z-O-T-Z, orange. It sounds familiar. I'm trying to think, why does that name sound familiar? I think I have seen these somewhere, but maybe a subscriber sent them to me. I don't know, but I don't remember seeing these growing up. It just feels like a hard candy or something. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Zotz. See, it looks like you get 4 of them in a little strip right there. Cool. Oh my goodness. We have, that's a different thing. We have one of the larger atomic fireballs. this is like a medium-sized Tootsie Roll. You can get some that are bigger than that. Good old Tootsie Rolls. Gosh, those things, they've been around forever. I bet they've been around at least 100 years. I love Tootsie Rolls. And we have, this is a Smarties Lollipop. I saw some like this at the produce store up near my dad's house where they have all the candy. They had some big ones like this, the Smarties Lollipops, but it was like that big. And I bought one. It was really yummy. It tastes kind of like a Smartie, but it doesn't have exactly the same taste as Smarties. It's a little bit more sweet and powdery. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's super cool. So I got a Chupa Chup and a Smarties Lollipop. I really want to eat this Chupa Chup. This one makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, I wonder if they taste like they used to. Oh, I used to love those things. Okay, we have two hard candies here, and I don't know what they are. They look like, well, they kind of look like caramels, but they're really hard. There's no name on them or anything, so I'm not really sure what they are. Yeah, they're very hard. I don't know what flavor they are. And yes, there are plenty of "That's What She Said" lines in this video, and I'm giving them all to you today. That is your special gift. You get all the "That's What She Says." When I was going over the Tootsie Roll, I did not touch all those. That is my gift to you today, because I get all the candy. Oh man, Sixlets. Let me tell you about Sixlets. Okay, these don't have any chocolate in them. They are chocolatey flavored. If you'll notice, if you look at the package of Sixlets, it states that they're chocolatey flavored, not chocolate. Chocolatey flavored. There's no chocolate in here. They're also peanut free, and I think they don't contain any wheat or something. My brother and my mom had this whole battery of allergy tests done on us when we were kids. I have no idea why. It may be because she's a bit of a hypochondriac, but I'm not saying she is. But she had a whole battery of allergy tests done. My brother and I both came back with a mild allergy to chocolate. So she cut all chocolate out of our diet. No chocolate for you. So we could have carob, which I would rather just die than eat carob. It tastes like a dog's ass. I mean, it's like nasty. She would go to the health food store and buy carob, these like carob chips, and say, "Here, it's just as good as chocolate." Like, it is not as good as chocolate. It tastes like creek mud or something. It's disgusting. But then she discovered Sixlets and found that they did not have any chocolate in them. And so she would occasionally buy us a little thing of Sixlets to kind of make up for the fact that we can no longer have any chocolate. Like, ever. Oh, I still bought it. I just bought it when she wasn't around, and I bought it with my own money. And nothing happened. I was fine. Okay, so that's how I know that these do not have any actual chocolate in them, because she would let us have Sixlets. Now, are they as good as, say, M&M's? Hell no, they're not. But it's a lot better than carob from the health food store. I can attest to that fact. I still don't really want any, though. Like, bad memories. Okay. Oh, look, it's a Starlight Mint. These are spearmint flavor. The red and white ones are peppermint. The green and white are spearmint flavor. And I know that because I used to work in a drugstore, and we sold huge bags of these little things right here. And in my mind, I associate these little mints, the green and white ones, with my great-great-aunt Mary. I was named after her, my great-great-aunt. She was born in the 1890s. And I associate these with her, but also with, I don't know why my mind has linked these things together, but they remind me of this. My dad had this huge canvas bag that he got at work. He was a fixer, a mechanic in a was little, and one day he brought home this really thick canvas bag. It was really big, and he had me get down in the bag, and then he grabbed it by the top, and he went around and around, like spinning me around in the bag. And then when I got out, I couldn't stand up, like I was so dizzy. And somehow in my mind, I have linked that memory of that moment to these things and to my great Aunt Mary. And I don't know what they have in common, but they must have something in common. Maybe he spun me around in the bag at her house and she had these there. I don't know, but every time I see these, I think about that bag and him spinning me around in it and being at Aunt Mary's house. I don't know. Yeah, that's a whole lot to associate with a little candy, but every time I see them, that's what I think of. We have another atomic fireball here, so I have two atomic fireballs. Where did I put the other one? I know I'm looking right at it. There it is. Okay. What is this? Oh, Dad's root beer. Oh, it's one of the hard candy, the little beer, the barrels, the little root beer barrels. Oh my gosh. Now, I personally don't like root beer, but my older son loves it. I'm going to save that one for him. He loves root beer, and he loves root beer candy. So I'm going to save that one for him. And don't worry, I'm going to share with my kids. I'm not, good Lord, I would have a stomach ache for days if I kept all this to myself. No, I will definitely share. Oh, we have another lollipop. It's another Chupa Chup. What flavor is this one? Orange. Oh, it's an orange flavored Chupa Chup. Oh man. But this one here, the vanilla chocolate one, the Choco Vanilla. I don't remember having the orange one. I just remember really liking the Choco Vanilla ones. But that's cool. I have another Chupa Chup. It's orange flavor. I am so happy with this box. I love it. You know, I didn't look at it ahead of time. I wanted us to enjoy it together. I'm so glad I got this box. Oh, there's plenty more. There's a bunch more in there that we haven't even gotten to yet. Let's look at one more thing for today. And then I'm going to do these like the jewelry boxes where, you know, I will whisper one and I'll do soft spoken on the next and try to alternate because some people like one but not the other. So if I remember and or feel like it, I will do that with the next one. So let's look at one more thing for today. Oh, trust me, there's plenty more in here to go. Oh, no way. Rainbow bubble gum. Oh, I remember biting into these. Rainbow. Remember you could get the big long thing of them. There were like 12 in there. Just like this long. Rainbow. So it has the bubble. It has the rainbow on it. It's bubblegum balls. You get 4 in this little bag. You get orange, lemon. That's like cherry and grape. And they're hollow inside. It's a gum ball. And they're hollow inside. And kind of like the double bubble. They taste really good for about 2 seconds. But during that 2 seconds, they taste